Hello, we are Aquality 5, a group of Cambridge High School students whose purpose is to raise awareness about flood risk in Cambridge. In 2010, there was a really severe flood that caused a lot of damage to homes, roads, and businesses. We hope we can teach Cambridge residents something so that there can be a little less damage the next time there's a big flood. We've done a lot of research about flood damage prevention, and we want to share it with you. This video has a few simple tips to help you prepare for flooding in the future and how to deal with flooding when it happens. This is Marina. She is new to Cambridge and lives in the Alewife neighborhood. This weekend, she came home and discovered her apartment was flooded. She wasn't sure what to do. Her first call was to her property manager. In most cases, a property manager will assess the damages, call in necessary professionals like plumbers, and make repairs. While the basement is still flooded, Marina should stay out of the basement because flood water can contain harmful bacteria. If she must go into her basement, she should wear rubber boots and gloves, and also avoid touching electrical wires and fixtures due to the risk of electric shock. When it's safe, Marina sets up fans and dehumidifiers. These help her dry out her basement. She also disposes of items damaged by floodwater. Finally, she and her landlord create a plan for future floods. This includes elevating appliances, using clear plastic bins for safe storage, and turning off electricity at the breaker before a flood. Now she feels much more prepared the next time a flood occurs. Marina is not the only person dealing with flooding. Clifford is a resident of Cambridge, renting a house in Cambridgeport with his dog, Big Red. Clifford notices that whenever it rains, the streets outside his house are swamped. He wanted to find out why, so he did some research. He found out that Cambridge, and Cambridgeport specifically, are really vulnerable to flooding. He did some research about what he can do to make a difference. Here's what he discovered. Having grass and green space in your yard helps absorb rainwater, so it goes into the ground and not into the roads. Keeping gutters and storm drains free of leaves and debris helps rainwater flow away from buildings and into the drainage system. This means it won't collect in streets and basements. Clifford also decides to invest in some rain barrels. Rain barrels are large metal barrels that collect rainwater that can later be repurposed. This water can be used for things like watering a garden or washing a car. The next day, Clifford calls his landlord to talk about flooding. They discuss water damage policies, installing a sump pump, and all the other things they can do to prevent flood damage in their building. This is very helpful for him, and he feels like he's learned a lot. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you learned something about flooding and feel a little more prepared.